My boyfriend started using ChatGPT to write all his texts to me. One day his laptop was open and I saw his chat history. My boyfriend Garrett had always been emotionally closed off. One-word answers, forgetting plans, never once saying anything that made me feel seen. Then about 4 months ago, everything changed overnight. He started sending long, heartfelt messages out of nowhere, paragraphs about how much I meant to him. I remember reading one at 2 a.m. that said, "Every moment with you feels like the universe reminding me why it bothered creating anything at all." I cried into my pillow because I thought he'd finally cracked open that wall he'd built. My friends noticed too. I'd show them his texts and they'd say, "Who is this man? And what did he do with Garrett?" For 4 months, I fell deeper in love with a version of him that didn't exist. He apologized before I even brought things up. He'd send emotional check-ins asking how I was really feeling. When we argued, his follow-up texts were so perfectly worded it was like reading a therapy textbook. He never stumbled over his words anymore, never said the wrong thing. He was perfect, too perfect. Last Saturday, I went to his apartment to surprise him with breakfast. He was in the shower and his laptop was open on the kitchen table. I wasn't snooping. I was moving it to set down food, but the screen was bright and the tab was right there. ChatGPT, open, active. The most recent message made my stomach flip. Write a text to make my girlfriend feel guilty for asking where I was last night. Make it sound like she's being controlling so she apologizes instead of me. The response was a perfectly crafted paragraph. I recognized every word because he'd sent it to me verbatim at 11 p.m. the night before. The night he disappeared for 6 hours and came home smelling like cologne that wasn't his. I scrolled up with shaking hands. The history went back 4 months. 4 months of manufactured emotions. Generate a good morning text that sounds deeply romantic but not desperate. That was the message I'd screenshot and sent to my best friend crying happy tears. Write an apology for forgetting her birthday that makes her feel like I actually care. He'd forgotten my birthday completely. Showed up 2 days late with flowers and a message so beautiful I forgave him instantly. ChatGPT wrote every word. Create a response to my girlfriend crying about her dad's cancer diagnosis. Make it sound empathetic and emotionally intelligent. I had sobbed on his chest that night thinking he finally understood my pain. He was reading a script off his phone behind my back while holding me. Then I found the ones that broke me completely. Write a text to make my girlfriend think the relationship problems are her fault. Generate an excuse for missing her birthday that sounds believable. Create a breakup text that makes her think it's her fault so she doesn't tell our friends I did anything wrong. That last one was drafted but never sent. Dated 2 days ago. He was planning to dump me and already had the script to make me blame myself. I heard the shower turn off, maybe 3 minutes. I pulled out my phone and started screenshotting everything. Every prompt, every manufactured apology, every calculated manipulation disguised as vulnerability. He walked out in a towel, saw me at his laptop, and his face cycled through 6 emotions in 2 seconds. Confusion, panic, anger, then this awful, forced calm. "Babe, what are you doing?" That same smooth tone I now knew came from a machine. "Reading your playbook," I said without looking up. "It's not what it looks like. You've been using artificial intelligence to emotionally manipulate me for 4 months." He tried the classics, said he only used it sometimes, said the feelings were real even if the words weren't, said he was bad at expressing himself and needed help. Help? I held up my phone. "You asked it to make me feel guilty for wondering where you were. You asked it to make me think our problems were my fault. You drafted a breakup text designed to destroy my self-esteem. I wasn't going to send that one." "Which one were you going to send? The one where I apologized for being dumped?" He reached for my arm. "Can we just talk about this?" "We've never talked, Garrett." "I talked. You copy-pasted." I forwarded every screenshot to myself and walked out. He called 11 times that night. Each voicemail sounded rehearsed, and I wondered if he was reading those off a screen too. Next morning, my phone buzzed with a long paragraph from him. Emotional, vulnerable, perfectly structured. I pasted it into ChatGPT and typed, "Did you write this?" It responded, "Yes. This appears to match content I generated in a previous conversation." I screenshot that too. Sent it to him with no caption. He never texted again.